navigate to different parts of an app and keeps your content edge to edge in apps like Apple TV. When you want to explore more, the tab bar morphs into the sidebar. If you use a specific tab often, you can customize the tab bar to keep your favorites within easy reach. This redesigned experience works in apps across the system. We've also made it easier to browse your documents in apps like Pages, Keynote, Numbers, and Swift Playgrounds, giving each app a distinct new look. And throughout your experience, you'll discover refined animations. You'll notice them as you open files or preview them with Quick Look, and they smoothly zoom into view, or when the tab bar elegantly morphs into the sidebar and back. Across apps, animations will feel even more responsive. And for developers, all these new elements are available as APIs to adopt in your apps too. Now, let's take a look at updates to SharePlay and Freeform. One of SharePlay's best features is screen sharing. It's a great way to help friends and family from afar, and we're making it better in 2 ways. Now, you can tap and draw on your screen to point out what they should do on theirs. And if you need to assist more directly, you can ask for permission to remotely control their iPad or iPhone.
I hope that helps.
Oh, you can do that?
And Freeform adds scenes.
I want the
an all-new way to select sections of a board to present them one by one.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Next, I want to talk about a feat that some may have concluded must be a mathematical impossibility. That's right, we're bringing Calculator to iPad. By leveraging what makes iPad so unique, it makes solving math easier than ever. It starts with the calculator that you know from iPhone, updated to take advantage of the larger iPad display, along with some new tricks like history and unit conversions. But the real magic of Calculator on iPad is unlocked when you use it with your Apple Pencil, an iPad superpower. Apple Pencil has changed the way you can take notes.
An iPad superpower.
And even design with iPad. And now it's changing the way you do math with a
thing has been
feature
going
we
on
call
for 30 minutes.
Math Notes.
What the hell?
Let's see it in action with Jenny.
I'm so excited to show you the new Math Notes experience. I get to it by just tapping the new calculator button right here. And with my Apple Pencil, I'll just start writing out expressions like I would on a piece of paper. As soon as I write an equal sign, Calculator immediately solves it for me. And even shows me the results in handwriting like my own. When I make a change, the results update live. And I can go beyond basic math with all of the same functions from the scientific calculator. I can save my math notes and come back to them later if I'm working on different things. Like here, where I'm working on a budget for my team's upcoming table tennis tournament. Since I'm in Math Notes, I can sum these costs quickly by just drawing a line underneath them. It's so natural. Math Notes are also really powerful when it comes to more complex math. Here, I have a physics problem my teammate and I are working on. We're calculating the maximum height of a table tennis ball when I hit it with different speeds and angles. Math Notes supports variables, so I've declared a few here, and there's an expression below, which uses these variables to help me calculate the height. What's powerful about variables is that if I change one, like the velocity of my shot, it will change the related results too. And if I want to see how this speed impacts the height visually, I can.
Wow, this is actually really
I'll
good.
just put y equals in front of this equation. And now, when I tap the equal sign, I have an option to create a graph. And if I'm curious how the height will be impacted by the angle of my shot, I can hover my pencil over the angle and adjust it to see how it affects my graph in real time.
Honestly, I don't understand most of this because I haven't gotten to this.
And that's just
But it's still really cool to see.
at Math Notes and Calculator. Back to you, Craig.
Math Notes are perfect for working through a problem set or just tackling the math we run into day to day. And this all works in Notes too. When you need to crunch numbers, Notes has all the new math capabilities from Calculator. Just as we've reimagined math on iPad, we've also reimagined handwriting in Notes with a new feature called Smart Script. Notes already has great handwriting features, like the ability to select and copy your writing, or even make it straighter. With SmartScript, we're making handwriting your notes smoother than ever. It starts with improving the appearance of your writing as you write. We use a powerful on-device machine learning model to recreate your handwriting style from your notes, which unlocks new capabilities. Just scribble your thoughts as fast as you have them, and SmartScript refines your handwriting as you go. It's still your own writing, but it looks smoother, straighter, and more legible. SmartScript further accelerates your writing flow by making handwriting just as flexible as typed text. Now you can just paste typed text into a handwritten note and it will appear in your own style. Spell check works just as you would expect and fixes mistakes in line. When you decide you need to add to something you've already written,
That's gonna
just
break in like
tap
3
and
days.
hold with your Apple Pencil and your text will flow out of the way to create more space. If you want to erase something, you can just scratch it out. SmartScript makes your handwritten notes more effective, fluid, and easier to read. And with other enhancements to type notes, including collapsible sections, it's never been a better time to be a note taker. And that's iPadOS 18, taking the distinct experience of iPad further with a big update to apps that makes navigating easier and more responsive, and new ways to work that have been reimagined. Next, let's talk about macOS.
Oh my god, it's an action scene. Oh my god, it's an action scene. Oh my god, it's an action scene. Dang, core.
The all-star combination of the power of Apple Silicon and the legendary ease of use of macOS have made the Mac
Please
more
don't
capable
stop.
than ever.
My
And we're
Mac's
so
not
excited to
unavailable
take
for it.
macOS to new heights and embark on the next chapter of our journey of productivity and creativity. But what should we call it? Well, that brings us once again to the annual escapades of our legendary crack marketing team. Distracted briefly from their marathon hacky sack session, they stumbled into their minibus and wove a trail toward the Sierras, eventually rolling to a stop in a beautiful national park. Staring skyward up the towering trunks surrounding them, they felt a deep kinship with anything that could get that
Not gonna
high.
be mountains.
They knew they'd found their spot. Welcome to macOS Sequoia.
Sequoia?
The incredible features we talked about in iOS 18 and iPadOS 18 are going to be amazing for the ways you use Mac. You can be even more expressive in messages. Math notes provide a helpful typed experience, and you can easily plan a hike in Maps. These new features are terrific on the Mac, and macOS Sequoia introduces even more features to help you effortlessly get things done. Let's start with continuity. Continuity helps you do so much more when you use Apple products together. It powers some of your favorite features, like Universal Clipboard, Universal Control, and Mac Virtual Display on Apple Vision Pro. And macOS Sequoia makes continuity even more magical. For a phone, and can control it too, all while barely lifting a finger.
Isn't that
Let me
just
show you how it works.
Apple Watch mirroring?
To access my
that's
phone,
on the
I just
iPhone?
click here in my dock. Boom. And there's
It's
my
literally
iPhone,
just an emulator
mirrored in a window right on my Mac.
of your own phone.
I can fully interact with it, all wirelessly. I can see my custom wallpaper. My icons are right where they belong. And I can use my phone normally, like swiping through pages of my home screen.
No, you can't.
And I can open any of my iPhone apps, like the Phil's Coffee app for a bit of extra energy for my favorite
Or
local
Roblox.
coffee shop. I can use my Mac trackpad to interact with the app. And I can use my Mac keyboard too. Like to add, on Mac, I've been using Final Cut Pro to stitch some clips together.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Watch how easy it is to use my devices together. I can grab the exported video
Wait, but this
and
also
just
this
drop
also
it
could be
right
useful.
In macOS Sequoia, Safari is the world's fastest browser, enabling you to fly through the web with lightning speed. And it offers up
Are
to
you
4
kidding me?
hours more battery life than Chrome when streaming video. Safari is also a trailblazer in privacy, with industry-leading intelligent tracking prevention
Hold up,
and
we're
private
switching
browsing
again.
that's actually private.
Never mind.
Built on WebKit, which supports the latest exciting web technologies and standards. If you missed a table of contents, it includes a helpful summary right next to the article. We're bringing a distraction-free experience to video on the web as well, with Viewer. When Safari detects a video on the page, Viewer helps you put it front and center, while still giving you full access to system playback controls like AirPlay and Picture-in-Picture. And video automatically moves into Picture-in-Picture if you click away. And that's a quick look at what's new in Safari. Back to you, Craig.
That's gonna be so useful for YouTube.
Let's talk about gaming. We're so excited to see more and more game developers embracing the Mac with great games like these, including the most recent game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3, all leveraging Metal 3 to deliver smooth frame rates, provide high-quality visuals, and take full advantage of Apple Silicon. Every Mac in the lineup can play today's most cutting-edge games, like Death Stranding, Director's Cut, and so
Roblox.
can iPhone 15 Pro and any iPad with an M-series chip. And for developers, this creates a unified gaming platform
Thank
across
God, every
iPhone, iPad,
product
and Mac,
except my
spanning
iPhone
well
has
over
M chip.
100 million devices
Not like I'm gonna
and
play it
growing
anyways.
rapidly. These devices are capable of playing an entirely new class of games. And with iOS 18, iPadOS 18, and macOS Sequoia, we continue to deliver features for an even more immersive gaming experience. And since the introduction of Game Porting Toolkit, developers have been able to bring their games to Apple devices faster than ever, and gaming enthusiasts can experience more games on the Mac. And this year, Game Porting Toolkit 2 takes this to the next level, enabling developers to bring even more advanced games to Mac with improved Windows compatibility and shader debugging tools. And it's much easier to bring Mac games to iPad and iPhone with Xcode support that lets developers unify their game code and shaders across devices. And for players, there's a lot to look forward to.
Oh crap.
That's more games.
More
Like
games.
Frostpunk 2, coming to Mac next month.
Friday Night
Control,
Funkin'.
providing a mind-bending story that just looks incredible with ray tracing. And there's some exciting news from Ubisoft, the developers that released Assassin's Creed Mirage on iPhone and iPad just a few days ago.
What?
To tell you more about what's to come from Ubisoft, here's Mark Alexi.
I swear
Ubisoft,
if EA
our mission
releases
is to
something on
enrich
here,
players'
I'm
lives
going to
by
cry.
creating original and memorable gaming experiences. We see a huge opportunity to share our
If
passion
they do
for
talk
games
about
to more
EA,
players
I'm
in the
gonna
Apple
hope they say,
ecosystem, thanks to the unified
this is
gaming
the worst
platform
ever
with tight integration of
thingy
Metal
ever.
and Apple Silicon.
Here's a J-Pub
Just last month, we announced that
more
Prince
Pro.
of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming to Mac, and we unveiled that the next big chapter of Assassin's Creed is also coming to Mac on November 15, alongside PCs and consoles. We're so excited about this game
Ubisoft,
and can't
I
wait
love
for
you.
you to experience it on Mac. This is Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're venturing into feudal Japan, which you can experience from the perspectives of Naoe, a shinobi assassin, and Yasuke, a legendary samurai of African origin. Intricately
Africa,
detailed scenes
Japan.
like this are
How do you
possible
do that?
thanks to our next generation Anvil engine, supporting the latest advancements in Metal, enabling us
Those
to
changes
leverage the
look really
full
cool.
power
It looks
of
like an
Apple
actual
Silicon
video, not
with a
like a
gaming
game.
experience that delivers glistering frame rates
I honestly can't
and
tell
high
the difference.
resolutions.
Okay, that's
Our next generation Anvil engine scales performance and quality across the Mac lineup and delivers stunning vistas embellished with ray tracing. And speaking of Apple Silicon, we're thrilled to announce that in addition to Mac, Assassin's Creed Shadows will also be coming to iPad. With
That's
Ubisoft's
crazy.
Anvil engine now supporting the Apple ecosystem, we couldn't be more excited about bringing our biggest titles to Apple devices. Download and play Assassin's Creed Mirage today, and Assassin's
Wait,
Creed
what?
Shadows will be available later this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark Alexi. We're so excited about these amazing games coming
iOS
to
18
Apple
is better than I
devices.
thought.
And this year, even more games are on the way, creating a
Oh!
stellar lineup of titles to
Oh
look
my
forward
god,
to.
Dead Island 2.
So that's
Level-
gaming, which wraps up macOS Sequoia. It's a big release that uplevels your productivity and creativity. You can quickly
Where's the
toggle
AI
windows
part? I
for
know
your
there's
ideal
gonna be AI.
workspace.
Hello?
A massive update to Safari helps you browse the web distraction-free. An amazing host of new gaming titles are coming to the Mac. And iPhone mirroring lets you wirelessly use your iPhone right from your Mac. macOS joins the announcements across our platforms. And this is a huge year for developers, with brilliant new features and APIs coming so they can supercharge their apps and experiences. Developer betas will be available today. Public betas will be available next month, and all of our OS releases will be available to users this fall. Back to Tim.
Is it almost over? Please tell me it's almost over. No, I don't want it. Really? You do this right now? I hate this internet.
At Apple, it's always been our goal to design powerful personal products that enrich people's lives by enabling them to do the things that matter most as simply and easily as possible. We've been using artificial intelligence and machine learning for years to help us further that goal.
I want to get
Recent developments in generative intelligence and large language models offer powerful capabilities that provide the opportunity to take the experience of using Apple products to new heights. It has to be powerful enough to help with the things that matter most to you. It has to be intuitive and easy to use. It has to be deeply integrated into your product experiences. Most importantly, it has to understand you and be grounded in your personal context, like your routine, your relationships, your communications, and more. And of course, it has to be built with privacy from the ground up.
One more thing.
All of this goes beyond artificial intelligence. It's personal intelligence.
Whoa.
And it's the next big step for Apple.
No. When the hell?
Introducing Apple Intelligence, the new personal intelligence system that makes your most personal products even more useful and delightful. To tell you all about it, here's Craig.
Whoa. Craig. Craig or
This
Greg?
is a moment we've been working towards for a long time.
No, it
We're
hasn't.
tremendously excited about the power of generative models. And there are already some really impressive chat tools out there that perform a vast array of tasks using world knowledge. But these tools know very little about you or your needs. With iOS 18,
I won't like that.
iPadOS 18, and macOS Sequoia, we are embarking on a new journey to bring you intelligence that understands you. Apple
I don't like
Intelligence
that.
is the personal intelligence system that puts powerful generative models right at the core of your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. It draws on your personal context to give you intelligence that's
But
most
man,
helpful and
it's only
relevant for
developer
you.
beta. How do I get a
It
developer
protects
beta?
your privacy at every step.
Honestly, I don't
And
care
it is
about this
deeply
part. I'm just
integrated
going
into our
to.
platforms and throughout the apps you rely on to communicate, work, and express yourself. Let's take
The rest
a
can be
closer
filmed
look
on here.
at Apple Intelligence, starting with its incredible
All right,
capabilities.
switching.
Then